When Europeans first arrived at creeks and waterways like this 200 years ago, they found streams that were relatively stable and vegetated. But that changed really quickly as they modified the waterways for flood management and stability. Today, we are recognising the environmental and social values of more natural streams and are striving to manage them for a range of values.
When we founded Alluvium, we wanted to create a company that brought together the fundamental disciplines required for river rehabilitation: hydrology, hydraulics, fluvial geomorphology, sediment transport, vegetation management, and the ecological sciences critical to river health.
It can be quite disheartening coming out here after a flood event and seeing all the devastation it's caused to the river and its floodplain, mainly just due to the fact that there's really poor riparian vegetation. We know from experience, and the science is also pretty clear, that a healthy riparian vegetation community is really the critical factor in limiting these large-scale erosion issues, and it's also fundamental to the ecological function of our rivers and streams. So a lot of our work is about firstly understanding the river, so how water and sediment move through the system, and then working out what's going to happen to the river and floodplain if we don't do anything. Often these discussions need our engineers and scientists to collaborate with ecologists, traditional owners, social scientists and economists.
Once we try and intervene in a river, our main goal is trying to recreate the geotechnical conditions that will allow native vegetation to re-establish along the banks and the floodplain. Our aim is to use our understanding of river hydraulics and hydrology to provide just the minimum amount of intervention needed to get the vegetation established, and that then provides that ongoing river recovery. These works are all designed to slow down the flow and trap some of the sediment and seeds moving through the system. When you get a chance to come back to sites we worked on, say 5, 10 years ago, and see the change, is probably my favourite part of this job. You see the birds have come back, the landholder tells of the platypuses they see swimming in the area, you see the fantastic bankside refuge areas being used by native fish. In such a short time, the change can be quite remarkable.